Well, next June, some of Sandy Hook's youngest survivors will graduate high school. Catherine Violet Hubbard sadly will not be among them. The 6-year-old was among the 26 students and staff killed when a gunman walked into the elementary school and opened fire.
Tomorrow marks 11 years since the horrifying rampage, and since that day, Catherine's mother, Jenny, has made it her mission to honor her daughter's memory. Jenny joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's a painful day, just to say the least, and you've said that you've made it a conscious effort not to focus on the tragedy. So how have you found peace over the last 11 years?
You know, I have seen the very best in humanity in creating a sanctuary in Catherine's honor in Newtown. The Catherine Violet Hubbard Animal Sanctuary has done a lot of work in building human empathy and compassion by working with animals. It's been an honor and a true privilege to be able to do such incredible work in Catherine's memory. Yeah,
these pictures are amazing. It's an incredible legacy you've left for your daughter with that organization. How much do you speak to her classmates, parents? Are you still in touch with a lot of the kids that she grew up with?
You know, unfortunately not. And I think that just because you share a common tragic day doesn't necessarily mean that you're staying in contact for the rest of your life. I share a loss with them and will always hold them close, especially in the coming day and the days after.
You know, in the past 11 years, as we reflect, little, if anything, has been changed as far as gun violence in schools. We still hear about them, and Washington Post posted graphic photos online, I should say, last month about school shootings, including Sandy Hook. When you see these images, what are your thoughts?
You know, there was a lot of attention last year, both because it was 10 years and Uvalde hit very close. And I had shared last year that my concern was that as we continue to face these types of violent incidences, we become a little bit more numb to them. And so I still maintain it's unfortunate that we are 11 years out and we still hear stories. I mean, you just reported on a story of tragedy in a middle school today. It's a concern for me that the numbness has brought us to a point where we have to splay our victims on above the fold, and it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be like that. I think that we're better as a country, and I think that until it hits very close to home, it's unfortunate, but progress won't be made.
Right. You know, I'm just curious, as someone who's been through this absolute nightmare, how much do you follow the news? Do you sort of keep it at arm's length? Are you up to date when it comes to arms control debate, trying to make things safer for kids, or do you have to sort of find a balance there that's safe for you?
Yeah, I have to find a balance that's safe for me. You know, I made a conscious decision not to read the police report, not to be a part of any of the debriefs that the families were privy to, and not that I'm saying that that's a bad thing, nor did I put my head in the sand. I just think that every single person comes to a path of resolve in their own way, and for me to focus on the tragedy that was minutes, I know I would have gone down the rabbit hole, and that would have taken the place of the 6 years that I had with Catherine. I think, though, that for me, my concern is that the normalcy of these incidences is something that we need to consider, because it's hard to keep it at arm's length when it's something that just is commonplace news.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for sharing some time with us, and thank you for the great work that you do with the sanctuary in memory of Catherine. Appreciate you.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
All right, and we'll be right back after the break.